Okay, let's get started. So I'm Greg Kaminski. I work with online learning. And let's see, just briefly about me. My teaching background is ESOL, and I taught a Reading 115 hybrid class at Southeast fall term as well. And Monica Marlos is as well. Monica, you want to introduce yourself?
Good morning, everybody. I also work with online learning in multimedia and course development, so I'm here to assist Greg today.
Yeah, Michael, you want to introduce yourself?
Michael Annus, I'm a video producer with online learning.
Great. Melanie, how about you?
Hi, Greg. Hi, everybody. My name is Melanie Budiman, and I'm one of the instructional technology specialists.
Great. All right, thanks very much, everyone. So thanks for coming. This is what we'll do today in a very brief time, just a half hour. We'll get through as much of this as we can. We'd like to help you decide when and why, how much to make media, how much media to make for your course, what to do with that. Give you a quick comparison of the media creation tools that are available to you. Actually, there are more tools than we'll talk about, but we're going to focus on 2 of the tools. Yeah, then we'll identify some support resources available to you as well. Before you create media, you do want to think about your objective. What's the concept that you would like to communicate to the students? Yeah, who's your audience? That's going to be the students in this case. And the purpose of your video, is it to greet them, to talk about the next week? Is it to give them content in your area? So what's the purpose of that? How much time do you have to commit to the project? How do you plan to distribute the video? In the cases we'll talk about today, it'll be right through D2L Brightspace. And these are the tools that we'll talk about today. So video note, that's the low-hanging fruit for you. That's the simplest tool for you to get into. Good for you making announcements, also for giving feedback on assignments, and just a good tool to increase your instructor presence in the class. Then you can use it right within D2L. It's quick to do, pretty simple. Yeah, really the simplest solution for you. There is a 30-minute time limit for these videos. That shouldn't be any problem because most videos you will be creating will be, I don't know, anywhere from 2 to maybe 7 minutes, something like that. If you get longer videos, you do want to chunk them out into more of a bite-size content that students can use and then come back to the next segment of. Now, the drawback with video note is that it's not long-term, so it disappears after 6 months. So you can't really use it from term to term, then, really for the temporary solution. Kaltura Capture Space, the other tool we'll talk about today, also good for announcements, a weekly introduction to modules. It's good for more detailed content then, so there's no time limit for it, actually. So you can give a lesson involving your content. Also good for promoting the instructor presence in the class. And it's available right inside of D2L. Pretty simple to use still compared to some of the other tools available. As I mentioned, no time limit. And it's fairly quick rendering to see if you need another take, so you can try it, give it a test, and then if you don't like what's going on, you can back up and try it again, take another take fairly quickly. Also, simple edits are possible within Capture Space as well, and there's no time limit in terms of longevity. You can use it in future terms, so it stays with your class then. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to start with video note. You do have a handout available. Actually, Monica, if you could just paste this, share this slideshow in the chat. So you'll have this slideshow, and within it you have notes, you have links to these other slides as well. I'm going to go directly into the class instead, and many of you have a teaching show that looks like this, remote teaching, and it has this activity feed at the top instead of announcements. Well, you can't add video notes or the video tools to the activity feed, and so it's easy to swap it out to add announcements to that. I'm just going to show you how to do that first. You need to go to Course Admin in the top right. Then to home pages. Once there, you'll see that the template that you're probably using is set at Campus Basic, and you can switch that over to Course Default and apply. Now when I go back to the home page, I will see that I have the announcements tool available to me instead of the activity feed. Now, you might already have some activity feed entries in your course, and you'll lose that if you just switch over to announcements only. So I'm going to show you one more item back in Course Admin, Home Pages. There is one other template here called Campus Basic 2. So if you already are using the activity feed and announcements for something, go to Campus Basic 2 and then back to Course Home, and you'll see that you have both of them. So there's my activity feed, and there's the announcements right there as well. All right, I'm going to show you how to add this here. Within announcements, I'm going to add a new announcement. I can give that a title. I can type something in here if I'd like to. And then the main thing is this first button right here, this first icon is called Insert Stuff. So you want to click on Insert Stuff, then go to a video note. This will bring up your webcam, and click on New Recording, and now it's recording. Welcome to week 3. Stop the recording, and now it's recording. Welcome to week 3. So I can listen to that. If I don't like it, I can do a new recording right there. Give it a quick title. Intro to week 3. Language. So you can choose English or Spanish, whatever you're speaking, and to automatically generate captions from the audio. And on to next. So it's going to generate that video, generate the captions, and currently being transformed, but I can insert that into my announcement. If I'd like to, I can show the date, set up any restrictions there. Probably I just want to make it available. Okay, so I'm going to publish that. And it looks like I would need to view it later. Oh, no, there it is. It came through, actually. All right, so now when I go back to my home page, it is right there. Students can listen. So your introduction to the new week or introduction to the course, whatever you'd like to put there.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Does this same insert stuff, is it the same one that shows up all through D2L and in the different pages that we go to?
Yes, right. Great question. You can use this in so many different places in D2L. Right, so where else can you use video note? So you can use it wherever you see the editor. And so in content pages, discussions, quizzes, assignments. So for example, create a file. You could create a file in week 2 and there's the note then, and by way of example, if I go to my content section here, I've got a page here for week 3. And you'll see that the same tool is available. And so I can put my cursor where I would like my video, and I can go to insert stuff, and there it is. So I can insert a video note, a video right there. So it works there, works in discussions. Students have access to it as well. And so it can be a useful tool. Very quick. Also for assignments. So I just wanted to mention, yeah, you can put it as part of the assignment, as part of the instructions for an assignment, or you can also offer it, use it in terms of feedback for an assignment. Cancel out of there. I'm going to go to my assignment area just to demonstrate. Here's an assignment. And students have submitted their work. I can look at the work. I can make comments on it on screen. I can comment in the feedback area as well, put in my grade. And I've got the same tool right here, insert stuff. And as you can see, I've already inserted a quick video. So that's my video feedback for the assignment then. So you can use that entirely, or you can use a combination of text and video feedback for that. Notice the buttons down below, add a file, record audio, so you could add audio feedback, and there's another record video there. Similar, except it adds it as an attachment to the feedback, which does not show up in the grades area. So this feedback that I've added here, along with the text, will show up in the grades area, but these others do not. They're just attachments to the assignment area. So students have to open those up, download them. Not quite as smooth then. So I don't recommend those unless you just want to do audio. Then you could try it, because audio feedback can be very useful as well. All right. Okay. So, and that video feedback will appear in the grades area as well then. Right, great. So somebody move on to, let's see.
Real quick. How do students access it?
So let's see, students would be able to access if they, for example, in the discussion area, Martha. So wherever they have the editor available to them as well, maybe they have, I don't know, just pretend here that they have a question. So right here in the Q&A discussion, or any discussion, they will have access to this. Let's see. Actually, they won't have everything. Oh, maybe they will have everything here. Melanie, feel free to chime in if you know if that's anything different here with a student view on this. But I believe they'd be able to insert a video note right here as well.
Yeah, I believe we discovered that after looking it up. We were wondering day one.
Yeah, right, that the students can do that. Okay, so with Kaltura Capture, the first thing you want to do is go to this little house in the upper left-hand corner. That's your home area for D2L Brightspace. And at the top left, you have My Media. Click on My Media. And again, all of this is in the handout, in the bare bones handout that you'll have access to.
And Greg, it looks like it's not being, oh, there you go. I would say it's taking quite a while to pop up sometimes. This is a common
Yeah.
thing right now. Just we have to be a little patient with the tool.
So from here, you go to Capture. I'm going to open it up, open Kaltura Capture. All right, so there are the controls. So I might want to show something about navigating my D2L space, or I might want to show my slides, my slideshow, perhaps. Whatever you'd like to show on your screen. So you have different choices up here. I can activate the camera or not. Usually I wouldn't do that. I think if you're showing something to class, the content related, it's just better to focus on the slides or the class, the content. So I'm just going to keep it the screen only and the audio. And within the screen, I can choose full screen, or I can select a certain area of the screen. So maybe I would like to just focus this on the slides that I'm showing, for example, or on a piece of the screen, the navigation, and I can size this window how I would like to size that and confirm that. So it's good to go. And when I'm ready, I can hit the record button to start recording, and it should give me a countdown. And there it is. So now I am recording. I've got a timer in the lower right-hand corner, and I can move around to the next slide or whatever I would like to do in my presentation. I can pause it, collect my thoughts, and continue on again. This should allow me to stop the recording right then. After stopping the recording, I'll stop it, and then I can save it. I can put in the information about the class name, any important information, instructor name, if I'd like to do that, and then click on Save and Upload. Save and upload, and then it would be available to me in my media. So it would be available right here on this page where you saw that I already had some other clips there. So this is how they look at that point. And then when I'm ready to use it, I need to put it in my class. So to get it into the class, I need to go back into my class. Find the place where I would like to add that video clip. It could be an announcement. It could be somewhere else in the class. We'll pretend that it is going to go right here. In week 3, again, insert stuff. So this icon, insert stuff, my media. And this takes me right to my collection of media that I've created for the class. And when I'm ready, I'll see it here in my list, and I can click on Embed. It's going to give me a preview of that, and I will insert that into the page. So once again, these clips, they stay in my media, so they don't disappear after 6 months. So they'll just stay with the class. And they'll be available for you to use in other classes because they're right there inside of my media. And so you can pull them into other classes later as well. So there it is. There's my page with my video clip there as well. And these are nice. So they're closed captioned, and students and you. It's got your playback speed here, so you can go quickly through things. And analytics are available as well for these. All right, and there is editing available. I'll just mention, it can be helpful. I just point out, it's in your handout. I added it to the handout, but within the My Media area, for each one of these, when I go into them, that you have a number of things available, including, so over here in the actions, you have analytics available. And so you can go into analytics and get a sense for what you've got there in terms of student viewing. Then, so that is available to you as well. Good luck, and be sure to contact one of us or contact one of the ITS if you need some assistance with these tools.
One quick tip, hopefully before everyone leaves, if you name your things in Kaltura before you upload them, make sure you use a course name, lesson title, probably your term of use, and your instructor name so that it's easy for you to find that stuff again, because sometimes as you create many files, it's going to get difficult to find things. So make sure you're tagging things well to find them in the future. That's it. Thank you, everybody.
Great, thanks.
Thank you.